welcome back. So let's continue with our Whatweb tool. In the previous video we only saw how we can do the basic stealthy scan on a certain website, and another thing we can do with Whatweb besides scanning website is we can test out a range of IP address all at once, and the IP address range that I'm going to use is my home network. So to do that, first go ahead to your Kali Linux machine and open up your terminal, and let's see the help menu of Whatweb -h, and this will give us the help menu of Whatweb. So let me scroll all the way up. Sorry. This is the help menu of Whatweb, and under this target section we can see that the IP range in this format, which can be this one or it can be this one. So to do that, first let me see the IP address of my home network, and the command that we are going to use is ifconfig. So type sudo ifconfig. Of course it's gonna ask me for a password since this command requires root privilege. So what we got from this command is we got my IP address, and what most important is beside my IP address is the net mask, and my net mask is 255.255.255.0. What this means is that I can only change the last octet of my number, but these first three numbers are unchangeable or can never change. So this also means that the range of IP address that belong to my network are going to be from 0 up to 255. So as you can see here in my home network, these first three numbers can never change, but I can only change the last octet of my IP address, which is this one. So the IP address of my home network will be 192.168.88.0 up to 192.168.88.255. So this will be the IP address range of my home network, and I'll try to do a scan with my home network. But since I don't have any websites running in my home network, but I do got some devices which are running on port 80, and we all know port 80 is an HTTP port that websites use to host their web page. So I can do the scan on target IP addresses. So to do that, just type Whatweb and the IP address range of my home network, which is 192.168.88.0 up to 192.168.88.255. So this is my IP address range, and the best part about this is I can perform any aggregation level that I want, since this IP address belongs to my home network, and we mentioned that to do the aggregation levels which are the highest, you have to only do it in which you have permission to. So to do the command, just type Whatweb, the IP address range, and we can add the -v, which is verbose, and to give us better detailed information with detected plugins, and the aggregation level. To add the aggregation level, just add -a, which is the aggregation level 3, and this is the aggressive, and I'm gonna press enter. So let's wait it to do a scan. As you can see right now, we can see that there are errors written in red. What this means is it's trying to scan hosts which are not active and running. So let me just first step is with Control C. So as you can see, what this scan does is it will try to scan all the hosts that are in range with my IP address, and these red ones are the ones that are inactive or not running. So let's go ahead up all the way up. So it managed to do a scan for this port number, which is my router's IP address, and it got the 100 OK, and you can see its type of router it's using, and it also detected plugins in which we can perform with the -v, and we can use what its modules it's using and its versions. As you can see, it's using telnet and its version is 6.47.7. and we also have an important thing, which is the password field, and try to document it in your report, because this can be helpful to us when we try to crack a password by using any cracking password means like brute force attack. And so in this scan it managed only to do one scan, which is for my router. And what if you don't want to get these error messages, which are the scans for the inactive ones? I'm gonna just press upper arrow to use the previously used command. Just add --no errors, and it will only scan for hosts that are active. So I'm gonna press enter, and let's give it a minute and try to finish. Since we are using the aggression level 3, which is the aggressive one, it will take us some minute, and just try to give it a minute. So it's done. Let me scroll all the way up. As you can see, it only managed to scan for my router, which is the only active devices in my home network, and you can see what information it gave us with this command. So we use the IP address range, the -v, which is for verbose, to give us the detect plugins and better output, the aggression level, and the --no errors to give us a scan with only active hosts. And another thing that we can use, or another option that we can use, is -log verbose option. So let's do the Whatweb -h, which is the help menu of Whatweb. And what if you want to use this output for the next time for future references? You can output it in another file. So this is under the login section. We have different saving files, and let us try to use the second one. So let me copy paste it, this one. So to use the previously used command, just press the upper arrow, and I can enter the --log verbose equals, and I'm gonna give it name. Let's call it Whatweb, and press enter, and it will basically do the same scan. Just in this part, the result will be outputted in a file, which is in a file called Whatweb. And let's give it a minute. So it's done scanning. It will basically give you the same result, just this time it will be outputted in a text file. So let's go ahead and see if it's outputted in a text file. So I'm going to press ls, and we can see that it has outputted to this Whatweb. And let's try to search it. To open it, cat Whatweb, and as you can see, when I open it with cat, it gives us the result which I've done with the Whatweb scan, and it's outputted in text file. So you don't need to be learning all these commands. You can always just run the help menu or any tool or any program you want to use, and you will be good to go. So guys, this is what about Whatweb is, and try to use other options by finding out the help menu and try to get your hands on and see what you can come up with different options. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.